Mm. Hello guys, this is Shivani Yadav from UPlus. In this session, I will giving you an introduction to Python. But before we get started, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notification for all of the feature videos update. To know more about us, please visit this website which I have given in my presentation. Let's move forward the agenda of today's session. In this session, I will be covered what is Python, why to learn Python, history of Python, characteristics of Python. After that, we learn features of Python, Python interpreter and compiler, advantages and disadvantages of Python. And the last, we learn applications of Python. So this is the agenda of today's session. Let's move forward the first topic of this session. That is what is Python. Python is an interpreted, which means it checks each code line by line, object-oriented, high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. It's high-level built-in data structure that combined with dynamic typing and dynamic binding that make it very attractive for rapid application development like Django, Flask, etc. as well as for use as a scripting or a glue language to connect existing components together. Python is a simple, easy to learn syntax that emphasize readability and therefore it is also reduce the cost of the program maintenance. Python also supports the modules and packages like NumPy, SciPy, Matplotlib. These are the Python libraries which is used for numerical functions and SciPy used for scientific functions, which encourage program read modularity and code reusability. The Python interpreter and the extensive standard libraries are available in source or binary form without charge for all major platforms. Because of Python is free to use. User doesn't need to pay while working with Python and can be freely distributed. Python is a popular programming language. It was created by a pseudo Van Rossum and released in 1991. Pseudo Van Rossum was the founder of this Python. It is used for web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting, etc. So these are the introductory part of Python. Let's talk about why to learn Python. We know that Python is a high-level, interpreted, interactive, and object-oriented scripting language. Python is designed to be a highly readable. It uses the English keywords frequently, where other language uses the punctuation. Punctuations are the special characters like $, etc. And it has fewer synthetical construction than other languages. Python is a must for students and working with professionals to become a great software engineer, especially when they are working in a web development domain like Django, Flask, etc. Python is suitable for users and developers. I will list it down some of the key advantage of learning Python. The first is Python is an interpreter. It means it checks each code line by line, individually, and run side by side. Python is processed at runtime by the interpreter. You don't need to compile your program before executing. The another key features of Python is that Python is an interactive. You can actually set a Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly to write your program. Python is also an object-oriented programming language. It supports the object-oriented styles or technique of Python programming that encapsulates code within an object. Objects are the behavior or property, and encapsulation means to wrapping up of a data into a single unit called encapsulation. The another key advantage is Python is a beginner level language. Because of Python is easy to learn and it's easier syntax. Python is a great language for the beginners level programmer and support the development of a wide range of applications from simple text processing to browsers. www is a World Wide Web. It is the collection of thousands of web pages that run on many programming languages like JavaScript, PHP, etc. So this is the main reason behind learning Python. Let's talk about some history of Python. We know that Python is a widely used general purpose programming language and a high level programming language. It was initially designed by the pseudo Van Rossum in 1991 and developed by Python Software Foundation. It was mainly developed for emphasizing on code readability. It means it is easy to read the code and its a syntax allow programmer to accept concepts in fewer lines of code. User doesn't need to write more code again and again. That is complex for the beginner and the developer as well. Python was developed by pseudo Van Rossum in the late 80s and earlier 90s. At the National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in the Netherlands. Python is derived from many other languages including ABC, Modula 3, C, C++, Algol 68, Smalltalk, and Unix shell and other scripting languages like JavaScript, etc. Python is copyrighted like a Perl. Perl is also a programming language. Python source code is now available under the GNU, Generic Public License. This is the license, guys, which is agreed before you run any programming language on any platform. Python is now maintained by a core development team at the institute. Although pseudo Van Rossum still holds a vital role in directing its progress. So this is the history of Python. Let's talk about the another topic of this session, that is characteristics of Python. Some of the characteristics of Python programming which make it a popular language are, that is Python. It supports functional and the structural programming method. Function is a block of code or a group of statements that perform the step-by-step coding. And also support OOPS. OOPS is an object-oriented programming. It can be used as a scripting language or can be compiled to bytecode for building large applications like Pygame, etc. It provides very high-level dynamic data type and support dynamic type check. This is the another characteristics of Python. It also supports automatic garbage collection and it can be easily integrated with C, C++, COM, ActiveX, Corba, and Java. This is the simple Hello World program. Let's run this code in a Jupyter notebook. Jupyter Notebook is an IDE, integrated development environment, which is used to write Python code. It is similar to our real notebook, which I have used to write the notes. When we print Hello World, to run this code, we press Shift plus Enter. Shift plus Enter is the shortcut key to run the Python code. This will give me an output, Hello World. We can also print the another thing like Welcome to UPlus. This IDE is used to write Python code like number, string, characters, data types, etc. We can also type another thing For example, a equals to 3. When we print the a, then it will give me a 3. We can also check the type of the given variable. For example, a. This is the type of int. So this is an IDE. This is the simple. This provides the simple environment for writing the code. Let's move forward our presentation. So this is the main characteristics of Python. Let's talk about some features of Python. Features makes the programming language more attractive. That's why Python features came in. The first Python feature is that it supports extensive libraries. Python downloads with an extensive libraries and it contains code for various purposes like regular expression, documentation generation, unit testing, web browser, trading, database, CGI, command gateway interface, email, image manipulation, and many more. It also supports different libraries like NumPy for numerical function, Pandas for data analysis, Matplotlib for data visualization. It is also support the machine learning libraries like scikit-learn, k-nearest neighbor, etc. So we don't have to write the complete code for that manually. The another feature of Python, it is simple and easy. When working with Java, you may have to create a class to print hello world. But in Python, just print the statement will do. It is also quite easy to learn, understand, and easier to write code. This is why when people pick up Python, they have a hard time adjusting to other more verbose language like a Java, PHP, Perl, etc. The another feature of Python is that it is an readable. It is not such a verbose language. Reading Python is much like reading simple English language words. This is the reason why it is so easy to learn, understand, and code. It also doesn't need to curly braces to define blocks, and indentation is mandatory. Indentation maintain each code in a separate line in a perfect manner. This the another features of Python is that it is an object oriented. This language supports both procedural and object oriented programming parallelism. While functional help us with code reusability, classes and objects. A class is a blueprint of an object, and object is a behavior and property of the given variable. That is the object and classes. A classes allow the encapsulation of data and function into one. We know that function is a block of code. Let's talk about the another features of Python that is free and open source. Python is freely available because of it is easy to learn and simple. But not only can you download Python for free, you can also download its source code, make changes to it, and even distributed it. It downloads with an extensive collection of libraries to help you with your tasks. Let's talk about portability. When you code your project in a language like a C, C++, you may need to make some changes to it if you want to run it on another platform. But Python isn't easy than the other languages because Python write once and run anywhere. You need to code only once and you can run it anywhere in your program. Any OS like Linux, Unix, Windows, etc. Interpreted. We will say that it is an interpreted language. It means it check each line, each code individually of that Python written. Since the statements are executed one by one, debugging is easier than in compiled language. The another feature is less coding. Almost all of the tasks done in Python require less coding when the same task is done in other languages. Python also has a awesome standard library support like NumPy for the numerical function, Pandas for data analysis, Matplotlib for data visualization. Seaborn is also used for data visualization. So you don't have to search for any third-party libraries to get your job done. This is the reason that many people suggest learning Python to beginners because of less coding. The another features of Python is that it is an affordable. Python is free. Therefore, individuals, small companies, or a big organization like Google, IBM, etc., can leverage the free available resources to build applications. Python is popular and widely used, so it gives you a better community support. So these are the main reasons of Python, main features of Python. Let's talk about the advantages of Python. The first advantages of Python is that it is support extensive support library. It provides large standard libraries that include the area like string operation, internet, web serving tools, operating system interface, and protocols. Protocols is a set of rules. Most of the highly used programming tech are the already scripted into it that limits the length of the codes to be written in Python. The another advantage is integration feature. Python is integrate the enterprise application integration that make it easy to develop web services like Google, invoking COM or Cobra companies. These are the components. COM is a domain for the commercial organization. Component object model. It has powerful control capabilities as it calls directly through C, C++, or Java via Jython. Python is also process XML and other markup languages as it can run on all modern operating systems through same bytecode like Linux, Unix, Windows, etc. The another advantage is improved program productivity. The language has extensive because of its support extensive libraries and clean object-oriented design that increase 2 to 10 fold of programmers productivity while using the language like Java, Visual Basic, Perl, C, C++, and C#. Productivity. With its strong process integration features, unit testing, framework, and enhanced control capabilities contribute towards the increased speed for most application and productivity of application. The application which we design using the Python is more attractive, flexible, and, and reliable for the user. It is a great option for building a scalable multi-protocol network application, like using the Django Flask framework, which is mainly used for web development. So these are the advantages of Python. It supports extensive support libraries like a NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. It provides the integration features like for building an application using the Django and Flask. It also improves program productivity, reliable code, etc. and also run the productivity for the multi-protocol network application. Let's talk about some disadvantages of Python. So far, we have seen why Python is great choice for your project. But if you choose it, you should be aware of its consequence as well. Let's now see the downloads of choosing Python over another language. The first disadvantages is or the limitation is speed limitation. We have seen that Python code is executed line by line because of it is an interpreter language. But since Python is interpreted, it often results in slow execution. This makes compilation slower and tends to perform slowly. This is the main reason competitive programmers don't use Python. C++ provides more computation per second instead of Python. Moreover, this is why Python is not extensively used in application development. The another disadvantage is error detection in codes. Since Python uses interpreter, it means it checks each code individually. The error in code doesn't come up during code compile. Python uses dynamic typing variable, which makes testing more hectic. It means problematic. All these error came out to be a runtime error, which no developers want in their program. This makes Python less usable for graphical user environment applet development. The another disadvantage is it is weak in mobile devices. We have seen Python in web servers and desktop application along with scripts that is used for, but it is not considered favorable for mobile devices because it uses more memory and slow processing compared to the other languages like C, C++, Java, etc. Few applications build using the Python because of its weakness. The another disadvantages of Python is that large memory consumption. Python design structure is such that it uses large memory while processing as compared to other languages as a C, C++. This makes Python a complete no for development under tight memory restriction. So these are the some disadvantages of Python. First is that it is an speed limitation, error detection in codes because of interpreter, weak in mobile devices because the web server and desktop application using the scripts language, and the large memory consumption while processing as compared to the other language. So these are the main disadvantages of Python. Let's talk about Python interpreter and Python compiler. We know that an interpreter is a computer program that directly executes, that is perform instruction written in a programming or a scripting language without requiring them previously to have been compiled into a machine language program. So unlike Java, Python uses an interpreter. The interpreter is a program that we need to run our Python code or a script. It checks each code line by line and runs side by side. It basically provides an interface between the code and the computer hardware to get the results of code. For that, no matter in which programming language the code is written, it goes through an interpreter when it comes to Python. For example, PyPy. PyPy is used to execute the code written in Python. So this is the Python interpreter. Python compiler. A compiler is a program that translate a source language or a high level language, for example Java, C, C++, into a machine level language like binary 0 or 1 that the CPU can process and understand. CPU understand only the binary language which written in 0 and 1, true or false. The program to be translated is written inside an editor like Jupyter, PyCharm, Thorny, etc., and are known as source statements. The act of translating source code to machine code or a binary code is known as compilation. Compilation is done during the compile of the program. And source code. Source code are the user code which written by the developer or the user. A compiler that is suitable for the programming language is used in which the name of the file name containing the source statement is specified. During compilation, all the language's statement will be passed or analyzed to see. If it is correct, then it will be run. If there is no error, the compiler would then convert the source code into machine code and ready to execute. If it is an error, then it stop the programs and show me an error code. While we working in any IDE like a Jupyter, Python, PyCharm, Thony, etc. So these are the Python interpreter and compiler. Let's talk about some applications of Python. We know that Python is a high-level language, general-purpose nature language. It applicable in almost each domain of software development, like COM, Cobra, etc. COM is a commercial object model. Python as a whole can be used in any sphere of development. Let's talk about some applications of Python. The first is web application. We can use Python to develop web applications. It provides libraries to handle internet protocols such as HTML and XML, hypertext markup language, and extendable markup language, JSON, email processing, request handling, beautiful SOAP, feed parser, etc. It also provides frameworks such as Django, Flask, Pyramid, etc. This is the framework which is used to design web applications and developed some important like Wiki engines, Poco, Python, block software, etc. So these fields are also using the Python. We can also design a website using the Python and its framework like a Django, Flask, and Pyramid. The another applications of Python is that desktop GUI. Python can be used to program desktop applications. It provides the tech inner libraries that can be used to develop user interface. Tech inner libraries is the Python library which is used for the user interface. That's seen after booting process. There are some other useful toolkits such as the VX widgets, Kiwi, PyQuite that can be used to create application on several platforms. You can start out with creating simple applications such as calculator, to-do apps, and go ahead and create much more complicated applications with the help of Python. So let's talk about the another applications of Python, that is game development, machine learning, and AI, data science, and data visualization. Game development. Python is also used in the game development of interactive games. There are libraries such as PySoy, which is the 3D game engine support Python 3. Python 3 is the new version of the Python. Pygame, which provides functionally and a library for game development, such as Civilization 4, Disney Toontown, Online, Giga Strike, etc. have been built using the Python. Machine learning and artificial intelligence also uses the Python. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are the talks of the town as they yield the most promising career for the future. We make the computer learn based on past experience. As they yield the most promising career for the future. We make the computer learn based on past experience through the data store or better yet. We can also create algorithm which makes the computer learn by itself. For example, Alexa or Sophia, the programming language that mostly everyone chooses, that is Python. Because of its support for these domains with the library that exist already, such as Pandas, Scikit-learn, NumPy, and so many more. Scikit-learn is the machine learning library which is used to build a model, predict the model, etc. NumPy used for numerical functions like addition, subtraction, array manipulation, list manipulation, etc. Let's talk about data science and data visualization application that also you build using the Python. Data is money. If you know how to extract relevant information, which can help you take calculate risks and increase profits. You study the data you have, perform operation and extract the information required using the Python libraries such as Pandas, NumPy. Pandas used for data analysis. We can analyze data using the Pandas library. But before we get starting to coding any libraries, we need to import these libraries in our IDE. For example, I import pandas spd. So this is the libraries. Before using these libraries, we can import in these libraries in any IDE. We can also import NumPy is NP to working this library. These libraries provide the easier environment for the developer to identify the data, segregate this data, and visualize this data. Let's move forward our presentation. That's why Python helps to build in data science and data visualization. You can even visualize the data libraries such as Matplotlib, Seaborn. Both our libraries are used for data visualization, which are helpful in plotting graphs and much more. This is what Python offers you become a data scientist. Let's talk about the another applications of Python, that is web scraping application. Python can be used to pull a large amount of data from websites, which can then be helpful in various real-world processing, such as price comparison, job listing, price estimation, research and development, and much more. Python has a library called Beautiful Soup. This library is used for price estimation, price comparison, job listing, which can be used to pull such a data and be used accordingly. Here a full-fledged guide to learn web scraping with Python. The another application is business application. Business applications are different than our manual application, covering domains such as e-commerce, ERP, and many more. They require applications which are scalable, extensible, and easily readable. And Python provides us with all these features. That's why Python also uses in business applications, such as Triton. Triton can be used to develop such business applications. Audio and video application. Python can be used to develop applications that can multitask and also output media, video and audio applications, such as Time Player, CPlay, have been developed using Python libraries, and they provide better stability and perform compared to other media players. The last applications of Python is CAD application, computer aided design. This is a very complicated application to make, as many things have to be taken care of. Objects are their representations. We know that objects is a behavior and the property of the given value or variable. Functions are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to something like this. Because of function is a block of code. Python make this simple too, and the most well-known application for CAD is Pandago. So these are the main applications of which Python uses in the industries. That's why Python support multiple applications for data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, web application, graphical user environment, business application, etc. That's why it is a huge trending part in now today's technology. And most of the companies uses Python, like a Google, BitTorrent, YouTube, NASA, etc. So these are the complete introductory part of Python. These are the summary of this session. In this session, I will be learn what is Python, why to learn Python, history of Python, features and characteristics we can also see in the Python. We can also see what is the interpreter and compiler, Python advantages and disadvantages, and its application. So thank you guys for being with us. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notification for all of the future videos updates. And to learn our new technologies, please visit our UPLAT's websites for better learning. Thank you guys. Happy learning.